Upon working our way back to the entrance, we step into a strange purple spore cloud at the inner entrance to the larger of the chambers. Here we receive a telepathic communication that the elder Myconid is sharing with the colony. Mourning, shame, and disgust. It conveys mourning for the loss of the Myconid that fell while they were under the effects of this oblex, including a crèche for their newborn. Shame that he could not protect the colony. Disgust that the young were so desecrated, their corpses shoved into their own, well, mouth isn't the right term, but it'll have to stand in. We opt to leave the matter thusly and head out. Many more Myconid than were here originally now fill this chamber. Presumably, they were in other branching caverns during doing the Oblex's bidding when we came in, which is probably for the best. We return to the surface to find Gif waiting for us. We relay our success and offer to vouch for his involvement to the Myconid elder. That elder reaffirms that Gilf is banished, but he thanks us for saving his people and offers a reward, much needed supplies, and a safe haven in which to rest. After recovering from our journey through the Fungin, we return to the surface once again to see Gif still hanging around. He volunteers to come with us to the city of the Lord of Rot. During the journey, he lets on that he was responsible for the Oblex that infected his people and intends to set another one loose on them. This does not sit well with Arcturus, but Abe and Daphne convince him to hold off for a while on the matter. Arcturus begrudgingly agrees. We meet an old woman who is quite literally falling apart. She implores us not to go see the Lord of Rot. In an effort to avoid doing just that, we go to a nearby church to see if we can find any information about where the troll or other monsters that have passed into Bastion are coming from. But the church proves to be a dead end as well. Priest does talk about the strays, as he calls them, people who say they come from beyond this place, who talk of fresh air and beauty. He scoffs at this obvious fantasy. We seek the strays and meet a man who passed through here from some closet in Refugio. He gives us what information he can in exchange for some food. He explains that the Lord of Rot sent out his skeletons to bring before him anyone who has passed through here from beyond. This man himself was brought before the Lord. He describes his visit, quote, he looks you up and down real good. Then he leans in close and sniffs you, like this. Daphne cuts him off before he can describe the visit further. The man says not everyone brought here before the Lord is released, and says it's only a matter of time before we too will stand before this Lord of Rot. The man does not know anything about an artifact or spell that holds the gate open between here and the fields of Elos, but he does express his support for this person or thing. It is clear that he wishes to return to Bastion. If we have our way, we might be able to make this happen.
So, you guys are hanging out in what I have come to call the Festering Keep. What are you guys doing?
What did we say we were doing?
Trying not to fester.
I had thought we had decided it was time to go see the Lord of Rot.
That's what I thought. I didn't know if we had managed to come up with some other way of procrastinating on that task. If not, then yes, that's what we're doing.
Great. How do you go about this?
What direction is the castle in?
That way.
Okay, we go that way, I guess.
You guys start heading out towards this
Oh
castle.
boy, I sure hope the Lord of Rot doesn't pick us up and take us into his castle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arcturus says that out loud while wandering around the streets.
Yeah. Let's do a. Why don't we do a quick check, just like a health check. How's everyone doing? Do we have any status conditions that haven't cleared?
Will's all good.
I feel as fit as a fiddle.
I'm feeling about 90% of optimal.
I'm good.
Okie doke. Well, let's carry on then.
All right, you guys carry on.
I sure hope the Lord of Rot doesn't pick us all up and take us into his castle so we can talk about how we came from beyond this place.
Uh,
I sure hope that the Lord of Rot.
So you get to the right outside his castle. More of those skeletal guards are just kind of like milling about in front, kind of aimlessly, but they all kind of perk up when you approach a little bit, and Arcturus won't shut his goddamn mouth. Um, and uh, three of them kind of clumsily scamper over to you guys, and they kind of like look at each other for a few seconds until one of them finally like shoves the foremost one into you guys, and the skeleton stops just shy of running into you, and he goes, "Stop there! By order of the Lord of Rot, you are to come with us."
Oh,
All right,
Oh
are we
no!
stopping or are we coming with you?
Stop wandering about and come with us.
All right, lead on, my good sir, ma'am. Something else?
He like nervously looks back at the other two skeletons, and one of them's giving the thumbs up. And he's like, "Great, come with us." And he turns around and starts leading you guys into the keep.
is it this guy's first day?
Abe will follow.
You guys are
Yeah, sure.
surrounded by like a small crowd of skeletons. By the time you get through the courtyard, I'm gonna say like maybe about 8 or 9 of them, and they're leading you in. And they open up these large pair of heavy wooden doors. It takes like it takes like 3 skeletons on each door to open the damn things. And they open the doors, and you are funneled into. I really wish it would make it easier to share this while it's full screened. There we go. You lot are funneled into this hall. And let's get you guys on the map. And they lead you up to this little like confession dais they've got going on.
Oh, fancy.
Your skeletal escort brings you into the small castle in the center of the festering keep. Past the heavy entrance doors is an elegant hall, which is distinctly out of place in this filthy land. On a balcony overlooking the hall, in a large throne, sits a man with a withered frame. He is drowning in fine furs and colorful silks, and his large, insect-like eyes bulge out from under a dazzling silver crown, eagerly peering at his new arrivals. And with that, I'm just going to add these guys so you can see them. He has his own group of men that were kind of like in here with him, and they dismiss the skeletons once you guys get where he wants you guys to be, and these guys take their posts kind of surrounding you here. And I forgot to put the Baron of Rot on here. There we go. Daphne, since you are from the Feywild,
Yeah.
this guy's got big dick Fey energy. It is very wrong. Like it is a very perverted version of what you felt while in the presence of Arc Fey before, but it is unmistakably this guy is a honcho.
Okay.
He is him. He is also like maybe 5'6", weighs maybe 20 pounds. He is mostly a skeleton himself. All of his flesh is kind of withered tight to his frame. He doesn't move or act like any undead that you've seen. So like somehow he may still be like alive even though he's in this horrible withered state. And he gleefully hops down off his throne like a kid getting out of an armchair, and he skips and skedaddles down these little stairs and hustles around.
Have you thought about redesigning your throne room? That staircase is really poorly optimized.
Quiet, you. Let us see who.
I look at him like this,
he goes, quiet, you.
and I sniff him.
Let's take a look. What are you doing?
Choris.
Right. He just like ignores Arcturus for the time being, and he runs over to Will. He's like, let's take a look at you. He looks you up and down really good with his big gooey eyes, and he sniffs you really good. He goes, this one. And he scampers over to Daphne, and he looks Daphne up and down really good. He takes a big whiff for her. She'll do well. Let's take her. And he does the same to Aberforth and Year. And he rejects both of them. He goes, no, not this one.
I don't like where this is going.
He gets to Year and he goes, almost, but not quite. And then he runs over to Arcturus and he goes, definitely not this one. And he runs back behind his little man here. He goes, yes, I like these ones. The goat woman. Keep her. The rest can go back to the village.
My lord,
We're going with her.
may I ask what it is I'm being kept for, if it's not too impolite?
My
I'd be
dear.
happy to entertain you for a number of periods of time.
I'd be happy to entertain you for a number of seconds.
My dear. You have what it is ever fleeting in this realm. You have
Fine.
the scent of a goddess.
Working organs?
I see. Yes. Well, that I do in fact have. Well, you see, my lord,
He's like scampering about the whole time you're talking to him. This guy can't seem to hold still.
we represent the we are a foreign diplomatic force from a registered authority from elsewhere, and we come bearing a formal request for aid in the matter of determining the cause of a phenomenon which bridges planes of existence.
Speak plainly, girl.
We were wondering if you knew anything about a magical effect which was connecting this place to somewhere where it shouldn't be connected to.
I may not. What offer you for the information?
Oh, my lord, I'm afraid I don't know much about your interests. I mean, a man of your station clearly has so much.
Anything I want is mine in this realm.
Oh, yes, clearly that's so.
So, If you were to earn my favor, you may have to offer me something from outside. So what have you?
Oh, not much. I wonder, my lord,
Oh no.
how
Oh no.
what?
He is your lord.
Temporarily. I wonder, my lord, if you have ever had the pleasure of venturing outside of this plane.
Afraid I am as much a captive here as you. But that is not a bother. I live quite comfortably. My people are happy.
Oh, yes, clearly so. Well, my lord, we can surely regale you with many fascinating tales of what lies beyond this place and others in exchange for information. I'm sure you must be surely starved for entertainment.
Tell me, what good is my information if you are not to leave this place?
Hmm,
Do you merely seek to die, enlightened?
what better way to die?
There are those that say there is bliss within ignorance.
Well, you must know that we are quite of a different opinion. I mean, I myself am schooled in the ways of philosophy and theology. My friend here is a magical scholar. One of us is a archaeologist. We're quite interested in such things.
Will looks a little offended at being called Daphne's friend.
I've had my fill of mad wizards and learned men.
Now, hold on a second. Just because I talk with the dead does not mean I'm mad. Wait.
Oh, no, no, no. Your perception was quite right. He is quite mad, and Daphne elbows William. Just a little nudge.
Certainly getting more mad by the second.
You speak of paths to the beyond. Is that what brought you here?
I was brought here in this moment by the direction of my god and goddess.
Oh, Daphne, thank you. But I'm not quite a god.
Not you.
This one's tongue is displeasing. You there, furry one, you speak. What brought you here?
Uh, Honestly, there was a really, really scary shadow at the top of some stairs, but I didn't get to this age by running from things I'm afraid of. And then we kind of ended up here and wandered around blindly until we found somewhere that wasn't a wasteland, which was your lovely little fiefdom.
Is that so? The shadow, does it remain?
I very much hope so, because otherwise we may run into some difficulties, what with the trying not to die here.
Hmm. General, haul the lot of them into the dungeon and infect them. He's saying this speaking to this guy right here. Be sure to remove their crowns, and once they become compliant, send them south to that wizard's camp. Seems there is some truth to the mad bastard's rantings. Seize the tower and that fool. Both could be useful.
Oh, but of course, you recognize that as representatives of a foreign diplomatic authority, we have certain privileges within this realm. Certainly, at the very least, a sense of hospitality and protection from undue seizure.
My dear, you were my property the moment you stepped foot in my barony. I owe you nothing.
Can I please have the no tiger?
Well,
Okay.
Not quite that kind of Fae.
mm, yeah, this place isn't quite what I'm used to.
It's not 100% Feywild. There's enough shadow fill in there that it makes things really shitty.
Well, it seems to me that
Well, I give it my best shot.
it seems to me that all of the bad guys here are conveniently within 15 feet.
And he quickly scampers back up the stairs as his men begin, like prepare to seize you. And you can go ahead and roll initiatives.
Hell yeah.
Hooray! Initiatives. It would be wildly appreciated if I could ever roll above an 8 on initiative on my initiative build.
Oh well, you'll have to settle for going second.
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello?
I was like, I gotta put a show on for the kid. Alrighty. That one. Okay. Everybody roll.
Arcturus hasn't.
Oh. Going to kidnap me, a Daphne.
No, why are you always doing this? Why do the bad guys always want to kidnap me?
Because you built a divine character in a setting where those are very, very rare and important.
Fair.
Oh, we lost Rob.
No! Our worst fear, the barbarian has been mind controlled.
Let's see here. I can just as easily click the initiative button for him.
Really, my fatal error was making a character that's very valuable to bad guys and also very unlikable.
Yeah. So, like, the party wants nothing to do. The party doesn't want to save you.
Hey. I want to save my tax write-off.
William, you get to go first.
Oh, cool. Hey, you guys want to see a magic trick?
Yes.
Let's see if I can crash the server.
What are you casting?
Fireball centered on myself.
Well, Zach, I'll have you know, all of these guys are conveniently within 15 feet.
And?
Spirit Guardians.
Oh, neat.
I'm about to show you a neat trick.
Oh, and he
I
can
love
even
that
see
spell.
year when he designates people who are immune to it this time.
Yeah, and the people immune to it are myself, Daphne, Arcturus, Year, and Aberforth.
You better hope it kills all of them, because they're going to come after you as soon as you cast this.
You're not gonna exclude Jif just in case he shows up?
Yes, be able to see him.
Roll me them saves!
It knows who saved and who failed. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh,
Okay.
only 2 saved.
Is that it for Will?
Let me. Yes, it will be because I can't actually move without getting hit.
Okay. After Will is Aberforth.
All right. Well, I feel like as the person who hopefully does burst damage, I should try prioritizing the scary-looking person out of the mob.
The guy named the
So I
General?
will.
You don't have to worry about him.
Yeah, I think I will attempt to enlighten the general to the benefits of adventure.
Hey, that hits.
Hooray! He's next to a friend of mine.
He sure is. Huh. You found out what adventure
And then,
is.
and then we shall make sure the lesson stuck, hopefully.
Hey, you did.
Hooray! That's not the right one. Hello!
I guess we started combat,
Yes.
but I have no idea what happened. I lost the last 2 minutes.
Oh no.
The Lord of Rot said he was going to essentially throw us down in the dungeon, infect us, and then send us off to a wizard tower. We decided fuck that, and combat started.
And that is Abe's turn.
All right. After Abe is Ear.
Well, you get to swing at me twice.
Oh no. All right. Let's see here. And I fixed that add-on that was throwing errors every time I open an NPC. So happy. Let's try and claw you twice then. 2 will miss. 21 will hit. He will slash you for 7 damage with his nasty claw. And then you gotta make a con save. Because he has very nasty claws, which you pass. If you had failed, you'd have been paralyzed for 1 minute.
Neat. So, fuck that noise.
Also,
William?
Spirit Guardians.
William, Aberforth, and Year disappeared.
Excuse me.
Ooh.
Okie dokie.
Very sneaky, sir.
Can't see what they can't hit. Oh, can't hit what they can't see.
Well, William is still at the center of a mass of swirling spirits. And it is, right now, all of the Rotting Grunt's turns. Does that save at the start or end of their turn? Joe.
I'm checking it. Oh, it's at the start.
Okie doke. Well, let's see if you can gack these guys before they get to you.
Which dude is the highlighted dude?
It is everyone but the general.
Oh, are they Oh,
They all take the same turn.
Sorry, go ahead.
Ah, shit.
oh, okay. So you want me to just make them all
How
do
did
the
they all
save?
get
Mm-hmm.
on heavy damage?
Spirit Guardians.
William opened the fight with surprise damage.
Damn, that's a nice spell.
It is stupid. It does require you to be melee, which is kind of unfortunate.
Splat.
Oh my god!
Holy fuck!
Well then.
Right. Well, he misses. Daphne, it's your turn.
Oh, you know what? These guys are probably vulnerable to Radiant. In which case, do I want to
In which case, toll the dead. What the fuck, Daphne?
They're probably already close to dead anyway. Uh,
Their health bars are red.
I'm going to use a bonus action to Misty Step. Shit. Yeah, because they're invisible. Oh wait, they did attack. Yeah, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
I
That's fine.
recommend not Misty stepping into shit.
Yeah, that's. I'm gonna Misty Step there, and then I'm going to. Let's do a bless.
Ooh.
Um,
Can you target people who are invisible? Because otherwise, it's
Sure.
just you and Arcturus.
Let me check. It just says within range. Doesn't say I have to see them. Yeah. Okay, 3-person bless. Up, coming right up. Y'all blessed.
Mm.
I start chanting "Live, laugh, love."
Okay, that's my turn.
Daphne is the general who has to make his save. He doesn't save.
Splat.
Oh my god.
The Baron. Baron starts squealing with glee. He's laughing his ass off. He loves this shit. And he's like got both hands on the rail and he's like jumping up and down. He's like, more, more! I want to see more! Arcturus, it's your turn.
I'll go stand right here. Take a couple of those experimental swings, like you're stepping up to tee off, and then then I'm going to go ahead and tee off.
All I can imagine is Arcturus doing those baseball bat tricks.
Hmm.
Uh, Golf club tricks. We're going for a
22,
low swing
22 definitely
with
hits.
follow through. I'm assuming a 22 hits.
Yeah, no, that hits.
So we'll start swinging up toward the buttock because he's obviously facing where Will was.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
definitely a choice. Well, it goes clean through the poor bastard, and he falls in 2 halves.
And then yeah, so I follow all the way up, right? I split him from the buttocks to just below the neck because that's where the axe leaves the body. How tall is this this section in
The balcony?
front of me?
It's about 15 feet high.
This wall.
What you're right next to, that's just a step. Like, that's just one step. There's 2 flights of stairs to get, well, 3 flights of stairs to get to where the Baron is. That's about
Yeah,
15
but
feet.
then there, the balcony.
15 feet.
Are there any easy handholds?
I mean, you can reach the bottom of the stairs about no, because that would be the 15-foot mark. No, it's really just a pillar. You'd have to climb the pillar if you're going to get up there. Or the stairs.
This space between these 2 sections right here. Could I do the Jackie Chan wall walk thing where I like put my back on one, or like, one hand and one foot on either side and just work my way up that way?
How you choose to climb it is entirely up to you. It's the same athletics check.
Okay, cool. Well, then I guess I'm going to climb up and stand next to this guy.
Okie doke. Daphne, you are getting big, we better fucking run vibes.
Yeah.
You don't poke the Archfey.
No. Killing their goons is one thing.
They usually like it when you kill their goons.
Yeah, but you don't
So you're
mess
saying I
with
shouldn't attack him?
Not in his house, no.
You do not mess with the hierarchy. Daphne, I think Daphne, seeing that Arcturus is going for him, is just like, Arc, we don't want to be bad guests, do we?
The Baron, meanwhile, is still just like hopping up and down, doing like this little like bouncing from one foot to the other dance, watching you try to climb up this pillar, and he's like, "Ooh, I can't wait! I can't wait! I can't wait!"
So I do hop all the way the rest of the way up there
Boing.
with ease. It's not difficult.
No, it's a 15-foot climb.
And then I say,
Hey, so do you have anybody else you want to pit against us? I mean, or can we just walk out of here with our friends?
So, by all
For the
means,
information.
take your leave. The Plague Lands will claim you just as easily as the dungeons would. Just saves me the trip of sending men out to go fetch your corpses.
These guys were. They're,
Your meat.
Oh.
Nothing more.
fair enough.
Well, if we're no longer in initiative, how about we skedaddle?
Well, if we're
And he gently reaches
Tell you
over
what,
like
if
one
we
of his
ain't nothing
fingers,
more-
and he gently brushes it across like your massive pecs, and he goes, "And you, sir, are one particularly fine piece of meat."
So, thank you.
and Ark actually slightly blushes at that a little bit.
It tickled a little.
But I, if we're just meat, then it doesn't really matter what you tell us, right? Because we're all just going to get stuck here and rot anyway. So I think we would rather die enlightened. Would you let us in on how borders between, how passageways between this place and another place could possibly exist, or
Um,
ways that they're persisted or maintained?
If I knew, I'd be the one visiting
Can't hurt
you.
to tell the dead guy, right?
He said, "If I knew, I'd be the one visiting you."
By the way,
And-
FYI, you might have figured it out, but I'm experiencing like at least a 1.5 second delay on speech. So
Oof.
sorry about that.
During the time you missed, he did say that he was going to send us to the dungeons and then send out a group to deal with the wizard in the tower to the south, who is
Yeah.
obviously doing something that got to bring us here. So we
Yeah.
did get the information.
We did get a lead. And now we should go before he changes his mind, which is going to be quick.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for the fun. And you should probably eat a hamburger or something.
It's been real. It's been
And then I
fun.
hop
I
back
wish
down
I
the
could say
railing.
it's been real fun.
You'll be back.
Arcturus,
The corpses always come back.
fucking Arcturus trying to tell an Archfey what to do.
He's adorable. I do have
No,
him
I'm not telling
statted
you what
out.
to do. It's just a suggestion. It's an offer.
I do have him statted out, and he probably would just shit stomp you guys.
Yeah. We're safe as long as we're
Entertaining to him.
entertaining
Yeah.
distraction. Yeah.
Okay, so you guys leave his castle and are once again loose in the festering keep. What do you do from there?
Let's go see a wizard.
Yeah, I guess we see if we get stopped trying to leave the festering keep.
The skeletons make like a token resistance, but they're just a bunch of dry, brittle ass skeletons. And they're all just kind of like standing there with spears, like shaking in their boots as you guys walk by. None of them seem particularly eager to be the first one to catch a great axe upside the head.
That
I
seems
do that whole
remarkably
thing
well
where
thought.
you like. I do that whole thing where you clench your fist and you like thrust your chin and chest forward at them real quick.
Oh, they flinch. One of them drops a spear.
Hey, you dropped your pocket.
Tourists,
Thank you.
we don't have time for flexing.
I put my finger on another one's chest and I say, "You got something right there."
I don't have anything there.
Tourists.
I
God damn
raise
it.
my finger up and I hit him where his nose would
I
have been.
mean,
So you don't hit anything.
if he wants to stand here and continue to be a bad guest, I mean, it's up to him.
When did Arcturus turn into just like a schoolyard jock?
that I like how that joke fails at like every point of its execution, because like he doesn't have anything. He just has a rib cage and he doesn't have a nose. So like you stick your finger in his chest and it's like literally inside of his chest.
Fucking beef tannin over here. Biff tannin.
I do the finger guns and I say,
All right, guys, see you later.
and then I walk out with the rest of my crew.
One of them like sheepishly waves and then he gets like elbowed in the ribs.
You, I like you. You're a good man or woman. Keep it up.
So what do you guys do? The skeletons don't seem like they wanted to stop you.
Do we remember seeing a tower?
Well, they said it was from the south. I don't think we approached from the south.
No, you
So
came
I
from
think
the
we just
west.
wanna get out
Can we
and
get the
go
map
that
up?
way.
The map does not have where the tower is marked, but I will pull it up for you.
Okay, I just wanted to get a sense of bearing.
Well, you see, we came from this way, and now we want to go that way.
Yep.
And eventually we'll come back, and then we'll go this way again so we can go home.
Right. Yes. Thank you. That's very helpful.
You guys
so
are
helpful,
here.
Eberforth, that you have William's map right there, so you can point to where you're talking about when you mention these places and directions.
Exactly.
Really helpful visual accompaniment to the words you're saying.
There's not very much south for us to go to check out here, right? We just have one or two hexes.
So I will admit,
Direct.
I misremembered when I wrote that. I thought I had placed the keep farther north than that. So we're gonna say the southwest.
Okay.
Okay. More south southwest or west southwest?
Like west southwest. At least 2 hexes.
Okay.
Like, I mean, it's not like he marked your map. He just said the southwest. He just said southwest.
Do we want to retcon what the Lord of Rot said, or are we just gonna say he said south and his minions can figure it out or die trying?
He said southwest.
Okay.
Another wizard needs our help. I've marked it on your radar.
Oh God.
Yeah, I guess we start heading that direction.
Yeah, well, it's not like we're gonna find more food along the way, so time does seem to be a little bit of the essence for us.
You start heading in that direction,
Definitely.
and you run into the inner walls of the festering keep.
I thought we had left it. Oh, okay.
You left the castle.
Well, okay. I guess we attempt to leave the entire keep then.
The skeletons are not letting you out of the front gate. They got the gate between you and them. They feel a lot. They feel a lot bolder. You got that huge ass portcullis.
How about you let us out of this gate?
They kind of look around at each other, and one of them takes like one step out of the group and goes, "Out? You want out?" No.
Yeah, did I stutter?
No, nobody gets out.
But we're not nobody, we're somebody. So we're gonna get out.
Well, good luck with that.
How clustered are these
Up on the
skeletons?
facing.
They're all pretty much standing in a little huddle.
Hmm.
Listen,
Only
listen, listen, guys. We can either break you into splinters and I'll use you as toothpicks, or you can just let us out and stay in more or less one piece.
How are you going to get through the portcullis?
Yeah, how are you gonna get through the portcullis, big man?
I grab Arcturus and I cast Thunderstep, teleporting us past the portcullis.
See?
Oh, great, Year. Thanks.
Uh,
I really appreciate how you always think about how to include the entire party in your plans.
So the skeleton is was leaning forward, like all sassy, like how you gonna get to me, big man? And Arcturus just appears with a thunderclap in front of him, and he's got like a face full of orc abs right now, and he just kind of slowly looks up at Arcturus,
Oh my god, you
God,
could grind meat on those
now.
abs.
and he goes,
Thank you, Noah.
he goes,
He goes
"Oh,
from
like
abs
that."
to pecs. As soon as he gets to the pecs, I say,
Hey, my eyes are up here.
He goes, "Oh, like that." Well, okay then. I suppose you can leave.
How about the rest of my crew comes along, alright?
Go ahead and give me an intimidation check.
"Can it be intimidation strength because I'm flexing on him?"
Yeah. You're just being a very big orc.
Pork.
Cool. So it ends up being an 18. It would have been a less than that, -2 if it was charisma. But I
Oh,
flex, and then my muscles also flex, and then their muscles flex,
he goes,
and so on.
"Oh, they're your friends? Well, then of course they can come out. Yes." He looks back and he goes, "Raise the damned gates!" And the other skeletons start scrambling around, doing all the mechanics shit to get the gates up.
Good man.
And I clap him on the shoulder,
His arm falls off.
accidentally knock his jaw off. His arm, right? I pick it back up and I
Sorry about that. Here.
try my best to reattach it.
He goes, "No, you're wrenching it. Stop. You're gonna damage the joint." He snatches it off he tries to snatch it out of your hands and puts it back on. Leave before you make anything else broken. Can't wait for the swamps to take you.
Let's just go.
All right.
Thank you, Year. You made that, well, presentable. Quite memorable, even.
So as you travel, the train slowly transitions from barren plains to fetid swamp. Thick swarms of insects pester you, and the murky water hides dangerous snares and deadly predators. In the distance, amongst the rocky outcrops that define the border of the land, you can make out a narrow structure, straight enough to be man-made and covered in bizarre spiky protrusions. As you slowly trudge towards your goal, a voice bubbles out from the muck. You who trespass in Toddish Finger's domain, know that death has seen you. I have seen you.
Oh, cute. He's got a magic mouth set up.
Now you guys are about there. The waters nearby erupt as the massive winged form of a black dragon takes flight.
Oh!
The beast circles overhead once before landing with an earth-shaking thud. Ba 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 da. That what I want? It is awesome.
Oh, good. Public swamp. We're not trespassing.
Broth's not here, or so you know. Hold on a sec. Yeah, no, that was right. Boop. And you guys would be about here-ish. Getting you guys all on the map here. Tail end of this cold. Yeah, okay. So yeah. Huge ass black dragon. Just lands right here. He doesn't look to be in particularly good health. He seems about as bad off as every other living creature you guys have seen in this place. He's got like a bunch of his scales are missing. One of his eyes has fallen out of his head.
Yikes.
His wings are full of holes, and he's just perched on this little patch of earth here, and he's staring at you guys, and he's eyeing you up.
As best we can with only one of them.
Yep, with his just one eye, but he's looking at you guys, and he says, "Who are you to be so brave as to trespass on my land?"
Well, we heard there was a wizard here who was meddling with magical things that. Oh, hell, I don't know. We're
We're
looking for a guy.
We're interested in learning more about potential connections between this plane and others. We heard that you knew something about the matter.
I know not of such things. You've heard wrong.
Really? We heard from the Lord himself that you were working on a project related to such a topic.
He spits like a huge acidic loogie onto a nearby tree and it like melts half the branches off of it. And he goes, "Ah, damn that bastard. What I wouldn't give for that feckle fuck's head."
He does kind of suck, doesn't he?
He sucks
Yeah,
the fat one.
I wasn't a fan either. No, of all the people that have tried to kidnap me, he's the only one who did a smell test first. And honestly, that's somehow even more objectifying. Like, what am I, a melon?
I could smell you the moment you entered my swamp.
Yeah, but you didn't make it awkward. It's just a thing that, the dragons can do. I watched him smell her. It was kind of awkward.
Despite appearances, I like to keep it classy.
You're not from around these parts, are you?
I was here long before here was here.
Fair enough. These parts aren't from around these parts, then, I suppose.
You suppose correctly.
We,
It's been an age
hey,
since meat as fresh as you wandered into my lands.
yeah, I'll be level with you. We came here, not to your domain necessarily, but we came here to whatever the hell this place is called on purpose. Trying to shut down a passageway that exists between our place and this place.
I have no need for passages.
Oh,
As
and why is
cursed as
that?
this land is, it is still my home. However, you seem hale enough that you may yet be of use. I propose a deal.
Sorry, what did he say?
He said you seem hale enough that you could be of some use. Hale is in like healthy fit.
After that.
He proposes a deal.
What sort of a deal?
Arcturus, let me speak from now on.
Deal.
Whatever is it that you're suggesting?
The Baron. I will spare your lives in exchange for his. Slay him. I will grant you free pledge to slay him, and I will grant you free passage.
Suppose. How about this? I will promise that at some point in the future, the Baron's existence will come to an end.
Do not bullshit me. I have lived in this land far longer than you.
Okay. How about
Pledge it. Make it your life's duty to slay the Baron. Or your life is forfeit here and now.
Okay, I'm going to level with you because it seems like that's more this kind of place's vibe. We super can't do that. He would squish us.
I will squish you.
Okay, well, of the two of you, he's like a guy with a lot of magic, and you're a sick old dragon.
Will's gonna take about gonna move about 20 feet away from Daphne.
Yeah, that's a good number.
You fools, I've locked the tokens.
No,
All right.
no, I'm in the blast radius.
Oh, can I beat 700? Oh, can I beat? Oh.
He goes, you stay right there.
Listen, bitch. You can't compel us.
You see, Arcturus, this is how deal making happens.
No, you know what? You know what? I tried to do it with the standard protocol. And you know what? The standard protocol doesn't seem to work here. So yeah,
All right.
here it is. We're laying
Abe-
cards on the table.
Abe's just gonna loosen up adventure and just go, all right, are we doing this?
I don't want to fight. This one seems, well, maybe not friendly is the right word, but
He's definitely
I
amendable.
think we could be useful to each other.
Yeah.
Look, we can't kill the Baron, but we do know some Look, he said that you're a wizard. You're interested in magical lore?
I thought the Baron said, "Go take the wizard and his tower." At what point did he mention a dragon?
I am not a
Like dragons
wizard.
can't be wizards?
Not a wizard.
Oh.
I was going to say,
You'd think
even
he'd
if,
say dragon if it was a dragon.
and
Really?
barring that, does this look like a tower?
This is a swamp.
It's very sideways.
I believe you've sent the wrong person to negotiate with me. Perhaps the madness has already taken her.
Wait, which Baron are we talking about?
The Baron of Rot.
Baron
Oh
of
yeah,
Rot, come
okay.
on.
Yes. Right. Sorry, they
Madness
all
has
like
indeed taken to her.
sorry. They like to have similarly themed names.
Hey, what's your name? I'm not asking to have your name. I just want to know it.
Odeshvinger.
Odesh Minya? It is a pleasure to meet you.
Means wings
My
of
name is
death in my tongue.
It's a
I-
fantastic name. It really it suits you so well.
I had a name for him, but I don't want to get sued by Blizzard.
This theorize with me. What would happen if you tried to face the Lord of Rot?
My ways are much too large, too powerful, and he is entrenched in his castle. But
Right.
you are small, tricksy things. And you still have your health about you.
What if we this is not an offer, this is an idea. We're just spitballing here, right? What if
Sure.
we joined forces and we both tried to take down the Lord of Rot? Yes, he's entrenched. Yes, you're large, the easy target. Stay out of range, distract, use your abilities to lay waste to those who deserve it.
To clarify, he is talking purely about a hypothetical and not insinuating that any commitment on part of anyone here present.
He did just say he was spitballing here.
I know. Just wanted to be as precise as possible.
We use the ensuing
Well,
chaos.
We're not throwing out all the rules.
But even the six of us alone, should you choose to join us, I have no idea if we'd be able to take on the Lord of Rot himself. He's fucking powerful.
Hey, who's in that tower behind us?
The tower, it is new.
It's new?
It is new. I have been meaning to investigate, but I've yet to
Really?
become curious enough to do so.
That honestly seems like a better use of both of our time. Considering, like, this isn't a place that conventionally, based on my understanding, ever gets new things.
My dear, I still haven't decided on whether or not I'm going to eat you yet.
You still haven't really demonstrated that that's within your realm of possibility, considering that you're trying to sick us
say
against a
that.
guy that you yourself
Look
are
at
scared
him.
to
He's
fight.
Will's gonna
The dude
Will's
just
gonna very
melted a tray
politely-
with a loogie.
Will's gonna very politely raise his hand and go, "Pardon me, Great One. Would you mind if I took just a few more steps to the left here?"
Yes.
Wait, yes that he minds or yes that I can?
Yes, that he minds.
Okay.
Daphne.
Shit, I forgot to write down his name. Romirinhaz or something like that.
The dragon? Todesh. You can just like hover over him and his name pops up. It's Todeshvinger.
Oh, Toadish Finger. Yep, I see.
Daphne. Toda's finger clearly has been generous enough to not start trying to eat us right away. I mean, look at the dragon.
Male or female, by the way, out of character.
It's a
No,
dragon?
does it matter?
It's a dragon.
Yeah, the dragon.
No, I mean like it's a dragon. They don't really care about that shit.
Okay.
Okay.
It clearly could do a lot of things if it wanted to, and I would rather not piss it off. We don't have to. It's one thing insulting the Lord of Rot and his lackeys. They frickin' suck. But Todeshfinger has proven to be polite, upfront in their intentions.
Okay. Well, I just want to get us
Let's not
past this.
insult this one.
Right. Well, let's just try to resolve this deadlock here, because currently we're faced with an ultimatum between dying and dying.
I mean, I'll put it this way: you have an opportunity to come up with a plan to defeat the Baron, or you could fight this dragon completely unprepared. You get prep time with the
Todeshfinger,
Baron.
I will accept his terms as he originally presented them.
Let's explore this again. Thought experiment. Thank you, Year.
That is my counteroffer. I will
I
accept
think
his
that
deal.
this realm needs an uprising.
I will
Uprising.
accept your,
No, I simply wish to take his place.
Do you know any particular weakness or vulnerability that we could exploit in order to make that even potentially feasible for us?
I may or may not.
Oh, well, it's
Do you
really
know if
helping
you
to
go?
cancel that.
Do you know if you taste better cooked or roasted? Boiled or roasted?
You know, never actually thought about it.
Kind of like lips. What he kind of licks what's left of his lips.
All right, all right, all right. Okay. Look. How about we go check out this tower? We have to come back this way to go there anyway. So we check out the tower. We have to come back this way, so you'll be able to keep us to our word that we will come back and deal with your thing afterwards. Right?
You know better than to trust in this land.
I don't know. I mean, trust worked out pretty well with Jiff.
Oh, you
He was
guys know
pretty upfront
Jeff?
with us. Yeah, Jiff's cool.
Oh, yeah, Jeff's great. Love Jeff. Little dancing mushroom man.
Yeah, we helped him. We tried
Art
helping him with his
glowers
tribe.
visibly at the mention of Jeff's name.
We
Yeah,
play
we
we
tried
play
helping
cards
him
on
with the tribe.
Saturdays.
We tried helping him with the tribe thing, but it didn't work out. And then we went with him to the fort, and he got another Ublex, and he's still out there trying.
He's still
I
doing the
absolutely
Ublex thing,
admire
huh?
him. Yeah,
60
I
years he's
admire
been
him.
throwing Ublexes down that hole.
Oh, eventually it's gonna come up with Jiff's number, and he's gonna get what he wants. He's not letting anything stop him.
I'm waiting.
Todeshfinger,
Yes, small one.
I will accept your deal as you originally proposed it.
And refresh me. What do you think my original proposal was?
As you said, one moment. You want us to get rid of
Play
the
Lord of
Baron.
Rot.
I did not. That is not what my pledge was. My proposal was pledge to slay the Baron.
Yes, I will accept that deal.
It shall become your life's goal.
Sure. I accept that deal.
Then you, my friend, have safe passage through my swamp.
Thank you. And now that this deal has been struck, I will make my merry way over to the tower.
Okay. Bye, Yer. Yer has sworn on his life to slay the Baron.
At some point. Yep.
Yes.
At some point.
Okay, cool.
300 years from now.
That's
Yeah.
You can't put the time past your lifetime. You can't
At some point in
in
at
your
some
life.
point, yes. At some point.
Yes.
And
Right.
Okay.
Did we follow suit? Want to stick with you?
I mean, are you gonna make that same oath?
Yeah.
Because Yer got safe
Soda
passage
Stringer,
because
you're
he
not just
made
going
the
to let
oath.
us back away slowly, right?
He slowly inches forward every time you take a step backwards.
Toadish Finger, I promise that I will aid Yer in any capacity I am formally required to in his mission.
Again, you tried to bullshit me.
No. I'm required to accompany him in all battles, to tend to his wounds, to protect him, to cast protective spells, to fight alongside.
It's actually part of our contract at the business.
Yes, a contract I helped pen.
I've dealt with the tricksy Fae before. You will pledge to slay the Baron of Rot. You will do no less.
I have
Come on,
one.
you're not even gonna give me a persuasion check.
No, just
He's
Slinger.
one, he's a dragon, and two, he's a dragon that's been in the Feywild for like 2 millennia.
Yeah, okay, fair.
I just have a problem where we're all going to promise to slay the Baron, but only one person's actually going to slay the Baron.
Yeah, it's gonna be here.
Like, this is a promise to do something that can only happen once for 6 people.
No. We kill the Baron, revive the Baron, kill the Baron, revive the Baron, kill the Baron, revive the Baron.
Yeah, we kill him, hit him with Revivify, kill him again.
Also, asking me to swear to slay the Baron isn't really helpful in the cause of slaying the Baron, because I'm not usually the one that does the slaying in this party. I'm more of
It
an
should really be more of
indirect.
a
I'm really
pledge
more.
to.
You don't really need to worry about
Just-
it. Fey packs aren't like that stupid.
Toda Stringer, I will
more of
swear
a-
the oath.
I'm more of an indirect force multiplier.
I will swear the same oath my companion did.
You swear to slay the Baron?
I swear to slay the Baron.
The Baron of Rot?
Yes, the Baron of Rot. Within my lifetime.
So be it. You may pass through my swamp. We have made an accord.
Will is going to bow very deeply and respectfully, and then he's gonna go right on his merry way.
Toda Springer also like nods his little dragon head. I suppose you three would make a decent meal. They seemed a bit wiry anyways.
All right, fine. I swear to All right, fine. I swear to slay the Baron of Rot within my lifetime.
Baron of Rot.
Baron of Rot.
Say it all together now.
I swear to slay the Baron of Rot within my lifetime.
Very good, you shall pass.
Goddess damn it, it's the Triceratops all over again.
I don't know if you intentionally tried to trick him with the Byron of Rots.
I'm just really tired.
I get it, but it was like, ooh, that was subtle, but I caught it.
No. No, that was completely unintentional.
I
And then there were
swear to slay
two.
the Baron of Rod in my lifetime.
Fantastic.
But don't expect me to bow. This oath is made under duress, and I'm not happy about it.
Yeah, welcome to the Feywild. Every oath is made under duress.
It wasn't you.
Abe's just gonna look all dejected and just, all right, I swear to slay the Baron of Rod in my lifetime, and then he's just gonna like walk off after the group, kicking the ground, saying, "No one ever wants to try to fight a dragon."
Hey, there's nothing that says we can't come back and fight him after we kill the Baron.
Yeah.
I make sure to say that loud enough for Toto Swinger to hear me.
He goes. He doesn't seem bothered by it. He just kind of slowly watches you guys leave. Cool.
I look at him and I mouth the words, "I got your number."
He
Are
has
Turris
a
just trying to
very.
hit it off with every villain?
Totus Finger has like a very cursory relationship with math. So he has no idea what you mean.
Arcturus is just like, I have your sending, and it's just Arcturus, we bunk down for the night. He just keeps sending the Lord of Rot and Todeschwinger. No, you hang up first. No, you hang up first.
just you up. Now I gotta say, Aberforth, the whole "we gotta kill this guy before we die" challenge is gonna be a lot harder on you.
Yeah, what's the worst that could happen? I'll die.
You die and then he gets your soul until the pact is sealed.
Daphne. You think this is the first time I've sold my soul on a deal I don't plan on doing? Like 8
Hey,
people will own my soul when I die.
There was no wording in that pact about souls. It was just that we're doing this for free passage.
Like, what
If we
are they
don't do
gonna
it, we
do?
don't have free passage.
Are
Yeah,
they gonna take turns with it?
the exact that oath was, we for free passage we will slay the Baron of Rot, which means if we don't slay the Baron of Rot, we can't go through this swamp.
Yeah, it's exactly right.
Yep.
Like,
Except you've already received your half of the payments. Now you're like, have to slay the Baron.
Right.
well, I guess we'll
That's-
just never go to the
yeah.
Feywilds again.
Well,
Yeah.
no.
That's the thing is everything's based on a system of debts and obedience of hierarchy. So it's not like you can just go, oh well, I don't need your half of the deal anymore, so now I don't have to do mine.
Well,
mean-
maybe the dragon that's been sitting around here for 2,000 years would have worded his deal a little better then.
No, you guys are essentially Geost at this point. If you
Yeah,
like
no, that's-
actively decide not to go after the Baron of Rot, it's like a pile of psychic damage.
Yeah. That's the whole point. Is like they
Oh,
don't have to say those parts of the deal out loud because it's woven into the fabric of the whole protocol.
Whoa.
I am planning on taking out the Baron of Rot when I hit 57.
Yeah,
The
I'm
age or the
more-
level?
I am more than
Yes.
willing to attempt the Baron of Rot in about like 10 years when I've got some more power under my belt.
My
Which is exactly why we took his deal as he said it. Because he just said he didn't initially give us a timeline. He just said we had to kill the Baron of Rot.
Oh no, I like yours idea. Just wait until we're about to die of old age anyway, and then just go for a suicide run.
exactly.
He was
Daphne's slowly coming around.
he
to
worded it
Aberforth's
he worded
entire
it that way
character.
because he wanted you guys to have prep time. He didn't want it
Yeah.
rushed.
Yeah, and
my prep
now
time
we'll have
is
like
hit.
60 years of prep time.
My prep
my
time
prep
is hit
time
level
is
20.
a long and happy life.
Well, if he gets fed up with waiting, he might just show up and murder you guys. And he will know where you are.
You know,
Joke's on him. We'll be prepared because we're preparing anyway.
A dragon showing up to murder us. This is going to be great. This is going to be great for people knowing about our shop. What other shop has a dragon show up?
Oh yeah. Also, is he gonna show up in the place? Is he gonna show up in Bastion? Is he for actually? Fuck that. Is he gonna show up in the tribe lands?
Why do you go to the slaughterhouse every day? Because one day there's going to be a show no one will forget because I was there.
Okay. As you leave the swamp behind you, the land becomes arid and littered with stones. The boulders and fragmented cliffs have funneled you into a narrow path until before you is a small cave. The spire, standing just beyond it, easily reached by a footpath. Standing guard at the cave's entrance are 3 pentadrones, each seeming to be in a state of disrepair. They beep and click nervously as they notice you approach. And these guys should actually be like...
Remind me. These are like combat model type of Warforged, right?
These are not warforged at all. They are creatures entirely made of artifice. They look like starfishes with legs, and when they get in a fight, they spin really fast and whap you a bunch.
Oh, interesting.
Can we do some bookkeeping before the fight? Because I'm still both blessed and invisible.
Yeah,
Yes.
go for it if you guys even feel like fighting.
I assumed it's been a lot longer than 15 minutes.
You guys have been walking for about 2 hours.
These creatures seem to be like addressing us at all?
They have definitely like reacted to your presence, and they seem willing to defend the cave.
Cave.
Yeah, there's a cave like right down here.
Oh god, not another side quest. How far away from the tower?
It's right on the other side of the cave. Like this cave is like just like a very large rock with a hole in it. The cave seems to go down, and there's a footpath that goes along the right side of it, and it looks like right at the end of the footpath is the spire. You guys are pretty much right at the base of the damn thing.
I see. Okay. Well, let's see.
If they're defending the cave, do we want to just try taking that footpath?
I thought the footpath was in the cave.
No, the footpath goes around the cave.
Oh, I see.
The spire is easily accessible by a footpath, is what I said.
What's in the cave, though?
What's special about the cave? Wait, no. I'm thinking
Secret
like an
entrance
adventurer.
to
I
the
need to
Lord of
think like a
Rocks.
fae. No, let's take the footpath.
I'm curious.
Curiosity killed the
I
cat,
thought you were
Arcturus.
Arcturus.
Yeah, and satisfaction brought it back.
Satisfaction must be a pretty high level cleric.
Excuse me. All right.
Can these pentadrones speak?
They speak in a series of clicks and whirls. Do you speak Modron?
Not yet.
One of these days, I'm going to take that as a language just to fuck with you.
It's literally droid speak from Star Wars.
Yeah, and I will take it one of these days on one of my characters. And that one time you throw pentadrones at me, I'll be like, I got this.
Well, yeah, they're making a bunch of noise. It's just like a bunch of clicks and whirls. Pretty much, you got three R2D2s just like all chatting at you.
Are they like getting mad at me, or can I just keep going?
Nope. They don't really seem too bothered that you're walking over that way. They do like kind of keep an eye on you as you wander past. They seem mostly concerned with keeping you out of the tunnel or cave or whatever.
Hmm. I'm just gonna follow Abe.
I forgot to turn line of sight on.
Zoot always presents us with these side paths, and we never take them.
Yeah, because doing inefficiency gets you killed.
Because we know they're a trap.
Yeah.
It's not mission critical.
Yes, but
I can't
players
take the
know
psychic
this.
damage.
You
No,
see
no,
this? This is bait.
I can't take the pile of psychic damage if I die to the wizard's tower before even meeting the Lord of Rot again.
All right. So as you approach the spire, it is definitely man-made. This thing seems to be very large hand-shaped wooden beams kind of tied together. And give me either Arcana or Perception checks.
Well, damn well, don't have to be fucking stunting on me.
I made a fucking skill monkey.
So, Will, you recognize this thing almost instantly. In fact, you were kind of suspicious of it as you were approaching it back in the swamp. You're fairly certain that this is at the very least a replica of the kinds of towers that they have all over Bastion that they use to link up the Voxbox network, which they use to broadcast essentially radio to
I was about to
people.
say, so this is a radio tower?
It's a radio tower.
Interesting.
Except it's made out of wood because it's magic. It doesn't care what it's made out of.
Yeah.
It's made out of wood, and at the very bottom is actually a Vox box, and coming out of the speaker of the Vox box is just like pretty much just like radio static. It's just going.
Oh, this reminds me of missing my favorite Voxbox talks.
Did this wizard accidentally rip a hole bigger between the Shadow Wild and Bastion because he didn't want to sit in the Plague Lands without his talk show? Because if so, I respect him immensely.
Did everybody go to the tower?
Yeah. I believe so.
Maybe.
Yeah. For now.
Okay. Behind you on the path, the three Petrodrones come up, and followed closely behind them is a gnome. The gnome looks like shit. He isn't super diseased like you saw the folks in the keep, but his clothes are all torn to shit. He looks ragged as hell. He looks like he hasn't had a solid meal in days. And he's coming up behind you, and he goes, "People, oh, you're here. Did it work? Did you get my message?
Message.
On the radio. I've been trying to get a signal through. I've been stuck here for weeks."
Oh, no. We came to investigate a different issue.
"What issue? What do you mean? So you're not here for me?"
Not specifically, but perhaps we can help. What's your name?
"I am Tin."
Tin. Are you from Bastion?
"Yes, are you?"
Yeah. Well,
"Fabulous, you can get me home."
Well, I mean, not originally, but we came from there, yeah.
"Oh. Still, you can get back, correct?"
As
So far as we know.
"Wonderful. Take me with you. We have to leave now."
All right. Do you okay, actually, hold up. So the reason we're here is actually because there's a way back. We were sent here to investigate some phenomenon, potentially some kind of artifact that may be causing this rift and connection between Bastion and here. And specifically, we were sent here to close it back after ourselves.
I thought we were just sent here to make it stop being growing bigger. That was just kind of a set thing with the Leaf Tenders, wasn't it? And then it suddenly started
Was it?
getting worse, and that's why we got sent in.
Was it?
Well, I mean, I think that's why they decided to do something about it rather than just, coping. But if
Yeah.
we're here, we might be able to actually close that passage. So,
Well, the issue with closing that passage from this side is that it kind of fucks us.
yeah, that's why we close it from that side after we get through.
But if
But
say
anyway, Tim, we don't want to leave you here.
Wait. Did we get okay? I want to reconfirm with the DM. Did we get sent here to close the passage or just to deal with whatever's sending monsters through?
Sitting on the chair.
Make the portal stop.
Sitting on the chair. Sitting
Yeah.
on the chair.
So we got sent to close the
chair,
passage.
right, girl.
I'm sitting
So
on
just
the top
a
of the
suicide
chair.
run so
Sit in
far
the
as they
bottom
know
chair.
that. Because if we close it while we're still here, that's a problem. And if, say, this
Yes.
tower is the thing keeping it open, then we close it, we can't get to the portal before that shuts, and then we just die here?
Tin seems like he's been lost in thought the whole time you guys were talking. He goes, I think you're right. Well, I cast a few spells to boost the signal. That might have strengthened the portal somehow.
Well, but do you know any spells that could undo it that we could just cast once we go back through? Or you could cast? Because
Undo
that would
it.
solve the whole problem with the bow.
Undo
We'll
it.
bring it with.
Why would I undo it? I need to make it stronger. It could open a portal right here. We can leave today.
Right. Okay. That's kind of the problem. Is what comes after us?
Who cares? I want to get out.
Yes,
We'll
I
bring you
understand
out.
that.
You
But there's
can see
also
we got here very healthily. We can just bring you with us.
You don't understand. I've been here for weeks, and the only reason I've survived this long is because I brought the pentadrones with me. I've lost 5 of them in that time. My safety is a very fragile thing at the moment, and I fear my sanity may be even weaker.
here's okay.
Abe is going to do something very impulsive and very dumb,
Oh, yeah?
and I want to offer him my crown.
I'm on top of the couch.
He takes it, and he goes, what does this do?
Like, that has been keeping me safe from going mad from the energies of the Shadow Wild, hopefully. So why don't you try putting it on, and you can look at this with a clearer head, while the rest of these people do what they're paid to and keep me from making stupid decisions.
Okay.
Well, we've already failed at that.
Yeah, the moment you took the crown off, they failed.
We're
Yep.
paid to do that?
Well,
Wait,
not
that's
you,
our
Daphne, but
job?
the rest of them are.
Yeah. Oh, good. Whew.
Okay, let me pull up the Shadow Wilds. Here we go. Alright, make a Christmas save. Oh, you're good.
I was literally told by the people who hired us to do one fucking thing. One thing.
Yes, we were told to close the portal, and then they also told us another thing after telling us the one thing.
Yeah, do you
And
remember what that other thing was?
Abe doesn't have a good 2-track mind. It's just one.
Okay, just clarifying.
You're good for now. You do feel like some kind of strain on your sanity. Like you look around and you suddenly become like very aware of like how nightmarish this place is, and that the sky is very, very wrong, and that the ground is very, very wrong.
Mm.
But you manage to like keep yourself from freaking out a little bit.
Does Tin put the crown on?
Oh yeah, he puts it on, and his breathing gets a little steadier. That's right. Right. That's helping. It's helping a little bit.
See? So with that, you can be calm, and sure, we'll keep you safe, like we've kept ourselves safe on the trip here. We'll get back to the portal. We'll go through it, so we'll be in Bastion. You just dismiss the spells that are making it worse, and then you'll be safe. And you can even go with more people. We can help talk with you along the thing.
Great. Step
would you be-
1. Where is this portal?
A long walk. would you be able to dismiss the spells on the other side?
Hard to say.
There's old juice. I need new juice.
Presumably, the spells should simply end once I'm no longer on the same plane to maintain them.
Makes sense to me.
Tried it.
Can I, just for shits and giggles, just make a quick Arcana check to just like see if that checks out to my understanding?
If only you had an expert in magical theory with you.
Sure. I gotta get juice for the kids, so I'll be right back.
Hey, I got a +2.
Yeah, and I have 4 times that.
You just can't let people do things, can you, Joe? I try to fucking roleplay, and you're just like, no, I have a fucking bajillion goddamn bonus.
No, see, at this point, it's also Joe role playing because William's just like, listen, Daphne, let a real expert make sure.
Why did you make a character that's just the embodiment of Reddit?
Because I was thinking to myself, what is the one thing that would not survive the tribe lands? Reddit.
You're not wrong.
The fucking natural 20 just to show up Daphne, though. Like, William's really
That
going
was
through.
that was a morale bonus.
So, I can totally imagine just Willow just standing right behind Daphne, pushing up his glasses. Actually,
That is 100% what has just happened.
actually, yeah, no, that's totally how that works.
All right, great. Yeah, I guess we're gonna just escort this guy.
Right, I'm gonna have to leave the drones here. The Spire needs protecting while we're gone. That's been their secondary prerogative their entire visit. Let me check on a few things real quick before we leave. Feel free to dip into any supplies I have in the cavern.
I wanna offer him some of the fungus rations we have if it looks like he hasn't been able to eat that much recently.
You know, he eagerly gobbles that down.
Yeah.
I'll take
Yeah.
2 of those.
I'll take a look in the cavern.
In the cavern, he has an assortment of pointy sticks, some stone cutting tools that he's made,
Oh, jeez.
and he has a basin of what looks to be mostly clear water that he's collected from like the walls of the cave.
Honestly, he's been doing pretty good as a survivalist in nature, but it hates you.
Yeah. Being an artificer helps.
Yeah.
Having the ability to magically conjure tools, very helpful.
Okay. So
So he does some quick like adjustments to the tower, and as he places hands on it, you see like the antenna at the very top like wiggle a little bit as they like slightly adjusted, and the Vox box kind of crackles into clarity for a few seconds, and you get like a little snippet of a broadcast, and you hear the phrase. And this is Alex Cryer with Vox News. Brought to you by Golden Apple Cigarettes. That's a smooth flavored cigarettes. And then it crackles back out of focus. Tin then like turns to you guys and goes, "Okay, I think that's the best I can make it without overloading it. We can leave now.
All right, onward and out of here because it's getting creepier by the minute.
How long of a walk do we have to where we last knew the portal was?
Let's consult the map.
The map, I'm the map, I'm the map, I'm the map.
My kid watches that show. I hear that like 3 times a day.
I'm so sorry.
It's not a big deal. I like it.
Wait, which show is that?
Dora.
Yeah, I'm the map is overrated. People sleep on backpack.
Backpack is actually pretty catchy. You got about 5 or 6 miles to get to where you guys came in, but who knows where that tree is now?
Yeah.
Well then, as a quick precaution, I'm going to approach Abe and be like, Mr. Aberforth, I think I might have something that'll help. And then Will pulls out his homemade uh holy symbol and mutters a quick prayer. And Aberforth is getting Intellect Fortress.
Ooh.
I'm gonna be
Nice.
oblivious and be like, "Thank you, William," but you know I don't believe in ghosts.
So for an hour, Aberforth is resistant to psychic damage and has advantage on any mental saving throw.
He
So
can choose not to kill the Baron right now.
yes, so he has advantage on wisdom, charisma, and intelligence saving throws.
Yeah, it's upstairs in Mom's room. Oh,
Incredible.
On my tablet.
And I'm
Yeah,
still
no,
invisible
upstairs.
and blessed.
If I cast Silver
Yes,
Tongue on
go
him, he'll
upstairs.
be unstoppable in the mental arena.
Well, aside from his dementia.
Hey, Joe. I don't suppose William prepared locate object, did he?
Oh, of course not.
Yeah, of course not. Why would we need to find things on our mission to find things?
Well, because on our normal mission to find things, Will is not familiar with said object.
Ooh, counterpoint. How will you respond, Daphne?
I will respond by saying, shut up,
Scathing
William.
retort. Will's just gonna be like, all right, now let me just put that on the scoreboard there, and his side is just filled with tally marks, and Daphne's got like 2.
God, motherfucker.
Really are Reddit impersonated.
This William's really just like everything is a contest and I'm winning.
I mean, really, I am. I'm even a better cleric.
How can I find the object if I'm not familiar with it? Checkmate, atheists.
No, I guess we walk until something stops us.
I guess so. I mean, if we're gonna try to track the tree, the best place would be from where we last saw it.
Okay, so you get to the swamp. And Toadish Finger's still there.
Oh shit, yeah. The guy.
Well,
Fuck.
does he still? Well, Todestringer still knows about like would he has an innate like understanding of the like geese on us, right?
Yeah.
So he'd know we still plan on doing that. We're just getting this guy out of the way first.
Yeah,
Well,
but he's made no
I
such
believe-
deal with that guy.
Yeah, that's the problem.
We might get to fight the dragon.
Uh,
I'm just reminding you guys before you set foot in the swamp. Toadish
Okay,
Finger is still in there.
yeah.
Can we go around the swamp?
You
Can we
can,
go
but it's gonna
north
add
instead?
a significant amount of time to your travel.
So wasn't in the main map, we started way off to the west.
Yes.
We traveled east.
hmm
Okay, then we went west a little bit to get to the swamp. I'm assuming a little west and south.
Yep. You guys skirted the north edge of the swamp on your way to the castle.
So
Hey,
why don't we just go north
well, why don't we ask
instead of
10
traveling east and go through Doda Schwinger's
why
hangout
don't,
spot?
why don't we ask 10 what he wants to do? Hey, 10,
Yeah.
would you rather take a slightly longer route on our way towards the portal, or alternatively, be forced to promise to come back here one day to slay one of the most powerful denizens of this realm?
If he's even willing to make that deal with him,
I
we
choose
could
the
do something
bear.
else.
Oh, what did he say?
He said, "I choose the bear."
I got it.
Tin, Tin goes, "What the fuck kind of choice is that?"
Well, there's a dragon in the swamp who is very upset at us for walking through it, so we all had to promise that. But that just has to happen sometime before we die. But if you go through there, the dragon might make you promise that, which would be bad for you. So we didn't want to take the longer walk without you being okay with it, but we wanted you to know why we wanted to take the longer walk.
Yeah, no, let's take the longer way. What the hell is wrong with you people?
Hey, I'm just trying to look. We're just trying to present choices as honestly as possible.
Well, then we're taking the long way around, rather than risking running into Toda Schwinger again.
Yes.
Thank you. What? You guys take the long way. It doesn't really get dark, but the sky does kind of like cloud over, and it gets like it goes from being like a bright gloom to like a twilight gloom. Most of the color has just drained from the area, and the sounds of wildlife have changed from like buzzards cawing and bugs buzzing to more like um, you can hear like frogs cheeping. You can hear uh, 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 you're kind of out in the open, so there isn't really like any animals you see, but um, you start hearing like more creatures of the night, like peat frogs. You hear what else would you hear? I guess yeah, there would be crickets. Yeah, you hear some crickets and stuff. But it is becoming as close to night as this place gets. Since this is the same day that you guys left the Fungin in.
Right. Yes. What's the travel time looking like?
About 4 hours to get to where you think the tree was.
Okay, let's just press on.
Into the night. Oh, spooky.
I mean, what's the alternative? Stopping to camp?
You guys want to put a vote to it, or
No, I'm willing to continue on.
that's a vote? You just voted.
Yeah, we keep going.
I'll keep going so long as Tin's down to keep going.
Let's keep going.
I mean, worst case scenario, we're forced to camp anyway.
Yeah, and that stomach is some troll or some shit.
Oh, you'll be fine. Listen, we barely got harassed at all on our way here.
You guys detour north, and that actually brings you guys back to the Fungin. And I assume you guys try to give like a wide berth to the Fungin.
I mean, Daphne does.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna try to avoid getting roped into Jif's scheme this time, since we have a VIP we're trying to escort.
As you guys are trying to take as wide a dodge of the Fungeon as you can, you do still see off in the distance the silhouette of Jif kind of bouncing around a little bit. He does seem to notice you, and you see like his little arms like waving up over his head frantically, and you very faintly hear well, you don't really hear his voice because he talks through spores, but some spores carried on the wind do eventually reach you, and you hear very faintly, "Hey guys, guys over here!"
Just pretend we didn't notice him.
Just don't look in his direction. Just keep walking.
You ignore Jeff, and continue on. It is the dead of night. The darkness continues to encroach on you guys until you really can't see much of fucking anything. Yeah, except for like a few like brilliant flashes of lightning as it courses out of the vortex beneath you.
I'm gonna cast light on my toga brooch.
Cool. You get to where the tree was. There's just a very large, moist hole in the ground where the tree uprooted itself and then promptly fucked off.
Typical.
I'd like to follow its trail, please.
Okie doke, you can definitely do that. I will have you roll with disadvantage because it is dark as shit.
You got it.
Awesome. That works. You can easily follow the tracks. He wasn't exactly sneaking. It does have like
The tree went this way, guys.
it does have like a day's head start on you guys at least. So are you?
It's a tree. How fast can it move?
I mean, we've been here for 2 days. We can't see it anymore. I'd say pretty goddamn fast for a tree.
Yeah, faster than any tree you've seen move.
I mean, I don't know any fucking trees that can move at all. It's really breaking the tree speed record for me.
Who here has the best perception?
That would be Will at 17.
Like,
Uh,
passive?
Will
Passive.
Will also has no dark vision.
I don't think any of us have dark.
I have dark vision.
I
What the fuck?
well, I have a light anyway.
Yeah, so he can see really good for 60 feet and then nothing.
Okay, well, why don't I put the light on Arcturus? Because he's the one leading.
I mean, dude, if there's not any like inclement weather rolling in, do we want to just camp where the tree was and then follow once it's brighter so we don't walk into something?
Do we want to risk the tree getting even further away? I mean, how do we know it isn't gonna fuck off to one of the other fractured parts of this place? How do we know it isn't going to wander onto the underside of the floating island?
That's a really fun idea.
Thanks for giving that to the DM. I
Thanks
appreciate
for,
it.
thanks for that, Suki.
I'm just saying, it's a fucking fantasy setting. Fucking anything can happen.
I like that visual.
Oh, I'm gonna start flipping rocks. Obviously, it's shrunk and it's underneath one of these rocks now.
I mean, it's a group decision, obviously, but like, I strongly feel that we should just
All right.
push on as far as we can go. I mean, at some point we're gonna have to stop and rest anyway, just to avoid exhaustion. But
All right. Well, let's continue.
Okie dokie. you continue following the tree. Go ahead and roll me a d12 for each of these hexes you guys follow the tree.
Who's rolling them?
Well, I blew my only good roll already, so probably not me.
I did it.
Oh no.
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Oh boy.
We
It's
love
the
to
man of
see it.
Ra.
Something happens, and it was a 12, which means it's a something of my choice that happens.
The tree is now underneath the island. Thanks, Suki.
I mean, I really like that idea. Fuck it. Alright, you guys get there. We're doing it. You guys catch up to the tree, and you see it just as it's shambling over the edge of the pestilent plains, and it just kind of tips over, and you don't see it fall, but you do see like its little roots continue to skedaddle until it's out of sight.
You had to put that out in the universe, didn't you?
You can fly.
Okay, how is everyone else getting through?
Well, I guess you're gonna have to figure out a way to get it back to us, huh, Year?
Oh, guess who's gonna have to figure that shit out? And I cast Fly on Daphne. What are you laughing at, Will? You're going with her. It hits you too.
Wait, why do I have to go with her?
Because I have to cast it on 2 people.
This
Max
is
would
like
be so fucking
this is
useful right now.
this is like this is like when parents force their kids to wear a big T-shirt together to force them to get along. Okay, yeah, I guess Daphne's gonna go try to wrangle the tree. Does anyone have rope?
I got rope.
Okay, I'm gonna take some rope. And I'm going
Oh
to
god. Nope, nope, no. Not putting that out into the world until we're done.
wise.
How much rope do
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
think you're gonna need to pull a 6-ton tree back up out of the
I mean,
underside?
with enough tension, you can uproot it. With enough tension, you can uproot a tree.
Okay, but like the tree is moving on its own.
Mm.
I'm sure it wouldn't be that much of a far shot to say the tree might defend itself.
Yeah. You know, this tree is animate. I wonder if it can talk.
Well, let's go find out.
Yeah, I'm going to approach the tree.
Tony speaks
You
Modron.
you fly over there. The tree is slowly shambling underneath the pestilent plains.
Hey, tree.
And it ignores you, or at least it doesn't
Okay, what's that?
respond.
I prefer the term ent. It's very offensive to call them trees.
Can't use that word. That's our word.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if we attach the rope, then at the very least, we'll be able to track it.
What?
How fast is it moving?
Not very fast. It's a tree. It's been going for 2 days, and you guys caught up to it in about 15 minutes.
Okay, great.
Well, not 15 minutes, like 2 hours, but still.
Can we... let me attach a rope to it. Maybe if we anchor it on the other side, everyone else can just belay down instead of trying to drag it up to them.
Well, if it's moving like fairly slowly, could we just try to nudge it like just a little bit to try and get it to turn around?
Oh yeah, that might be a good idea.
Sure.
Can we just attach it to one branch and try to steer it?
What's your guys' combined strength scores?
Let's not talk about that.
Hey! We just have to attach the tree. We got an orc up top.
Does he fly?
No, but he
Not
can
yet.
pull a rope.
Not yet, but Year's a warlock, so we just need to sit him down with a Capri Sun and a just a snack.
Ah, tropical punch is my favorite.
Worst case scenario, we might be able to at least stall its movement. Yeah, I'm gonna try to tie the rope to one of its branches that looks like it's got good leverage, and I'm gonna tie it out as far as I can, so that it's still like got a strong attachment, but it also has a lot of leverage over the tree.
Okay.
So it's got like a long lever arm. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
And what are you gonna do? Like just yank on it?
Back to Arcturus. Sorry, I'm going to take the rope and I'm going to fly it back to Arcturus so he can yank on it.
The rope isn't quite long enough for that. The tree's going slow, but like it's definitely farther than 50 feet down the side by now. It's
Okay,
got gravity helping it.
What do we got? What do we got? What do we got?
So we just fly back up, sit down, and go, "Hey, Year, can you cast Fly on Arcturus? Arcturus, how do you feel about tree wrangling?"
Yeah. Fine.
Sure.
Not as easy as it looks, was it, Daphne? I'll cast fly and I'll hit the other two instead.
A rabbit man and an orc go over a cliff.
That's a bad joke right there.
So I'm not sure how much help I'm going to be for Arcturus, but sure.
Better help than any of us. Use your powerful rabbit legs.
Yeah, use those rabbit legs.
While flying.
Yes.
What does rabbit legs do?
All right, Arcturus and Aberforth, you fly down to the tree. It's still just kind of scampering around down there. What do you do?
I give it a pull.
You give it a yank?
Oh shit. That's
Start trying to, well, not a yank necessarily. I apply gentle pressure and then I slowly increase the pressure because I don't want to yank it and risk breaking the rope.
Okie doke. Daphne, give me a survival check. Dexterity.
Why me?
Because you're the one that tied the
Because
rope.
you tied the rope.
Oh, right, okay. Makes sense. Dexterity.
Hey, you tied a decent knot. I wonder where she learned to tie knots like that.
I'm a satyr. We travel.
Yeah,
What would
that's what it is.
Uh-huh.
Right, so
We're an itinerant culture. We live in tents. Come on. I mean, also like occasionally, but I mean that's the main thing.
Yeah, it's for tent tying, not orgies. Get your mind out of the gutter.
Yeah.
Never mind the fact that she holds rodeo parties.
is Daphne a satyr masochist?
Alright, you guys have a good one, that's where I call it.
No. A satyr orgy would never use rope like this. We use silk. Come on.
Taken straight from the bug's ass. All right. All right, go ahead and give me that. Go ahead and give me either a nature or a handle animal check. Because essentially you're about to do a tree rodeo. Yeah, you.
Nature or animal handling?
Yeah.
Could he combine the two and get handle nature?
No.
Nature handling.
Yay.
Unfortunately, despite your best yanks, you do steer the tree, but it's not going the way you want it to. Like you yank it and the tree does turn, but it then like uses the momentum to kind of like snap back and try to pull the rope out of your hands. It's fighting you pretty hard.
Can I try casting Object of Desire or try to use my channel divinity object of desire. It has to be within their line of sight, but this thing, if it can see, presumably uses blind sight.
Now I really want to know what a tree's object of desire would be.
We'll never know because I don't get to know what it is. Yeah, I'll try to place it where Arcturus is, so it moves towards him.
Okay.
Surprisingly enough, it's a cardboard cutout of Danny DeVito.
What's the saving throw?
I don't have it offhand. I believe it's a wisdom save.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a wisdom save.
Well, I rolled a 19, and I haven't
Why
given the
that
tree.
trait?
I haven't given the tree stats, but I think a 19 beats your spell save DC.
Okay, well, I haven't used my channel divinity, so I guess I could blow both slots on it.
Yeah, you want to try again?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can try again. Look it. There we go. 6 is way worse.
Okay.
It doesn't believe the first one, but the second one, it's like, ooh, exactly what I want in life. And it turns. Arcturus, give me a strength saving throw.
The perfect spot for Acorn.
Okay, cool. You can either let go of the rope or try to stop the tree from turning. Because it turns violently and it would have whipped you behind it if you would have failed your save.
Do I know that Daphne's casting this thing?
You heard Daphne say the words you've heard her say before, and you know what it does.
We just see
I'm
her
gonna-
dangling a little over the edge to point it where it needs to go.
I'm gonna let the thing do its thing then.
Okay, you let go of the rope. The
Well-
rope, because the rope, either you're getting flung, the rope's getting flung, or you're gonna try and stop the tree. And you pass your saving throw, so you don't have to be flung if you don't want to be.
Can I instead dash to try to keep up with the rope so that I can keep a hold of it?
You can choose to be flung, but still have control of yourself.
If I'm flung, what happens?
You are now way
You're still
behind.
flying.
You're still
Well,
flying. Just you. If you failed, you could have been thrown, but you're not going to be thrown. You're just going to be swung. You go for a bit of a ride.
I'll go for a bit of a ride then, if it's not gonna hurt.
Arcturus goes for a ride. He's living that cowboy tree wrangling life. He takes this big swing as the tree just violently rotates quickly, and starts scampering back up the cliffside. Daphne, how close to the edge did you put that thing?
As close as I could pop it down and have it still be within its line of sight. So
I was gonna say
guess-
I'm gonna say he was about 70 feet from the edge.
Okay. It has a range of 60 feet. So at best, I can get it to within 10 feet of the edge.
So when he collides with the illusion, his little roots are just peeking up over the edge, and you can see as it's approached you, it's got like this big, horrific, like twisted maw. It looks like a screaming face, kind of modeled into the wood of the tree, and inside of its massive mouth is just like this dark, foreboding presence that just like eerily freaks you out just to look at the damn thing. It's like you're staring death in the face.
Well, that seems like how we got here.
Okay. Wait, let me think. Two people are flying. I can Misty Step in. Yer can
You can just
Thunder
jump.
Step.
It's just a jump. It's a 10-foot jump.
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
out of spell slots. I can't do shit.
Well, you can
Um,
jump 10 feet.
I think Abe's gonna fly over to grab Tin so that he doesn't have to jump.
I'm not taking my chances with a jump.
So-
I'm gonna Misty Step in.
So here's the thing. You decide that you want to Misty Step. You feel something in the back of your mind saying, I really don't want to do this.
Hmm. Interesting. Okay. I still have the crown on.
Yep. You're not sure if it's the fear generated by the portal. Go ahead and give me an insight check. You are fairly certain the Gios will not let you leave the Shadow Wilds without suffering some kind of consequence.
Motherfucker! We should have fought that dragon.
DM,
Yes.
Abe's just like, yeah.
what do those amulets do again?
What amulets?
The amulets that
They give
that we
you
got.
Death Ward.
Okay, and that does again what?
If you would die, instead you don't, and then the amulet breaks.
Ah, cool. I'm gonna jump to the portal.
Do you have one of those amulets?
Yeah, we all brought one with us.
Okie dokie.
Keep it.
Let me see how much psychic damage Gios does when you disobey it.
5d10 each day.
5d10 every day. Neat.
Every day.
Every day.
Yeah, but the spell duration's only 30 days, so if you survive it, you're fine.
Mm,
For a regular Gios.
Ta-da!
Oh, 5d10. Do you jump in, Noah?
5d10 every day.
Yep.
Well, each time it acts in a manner directly counter to your instructions, but no more than once each day.
I mean, I got enough hit points. I could survive that every day.
Okie doke.
Especially as a warlock who just gets the spell slots and heals.
Here you suffer 40 points of psychic damage as you fight the Gios and jump into the portal.
Well, I'm on the other side unconscious.
Okie doke.
Can I? Doesn't Aberforth have protection from psychic damage right now?
Not
That was
anymore.
for an hour, like 7 hours ago.
I don't have any way to protect from psychic damage. Do have enough hit points to maybe tank it, but
I mean, we're gonna land outside in the leaf tender area. As long as someone's conscious, they can go get help.
yeah, fair.
The problem is we'll be fighting this for 30 days.
If this behaves like a regular Gios
For
spell.
normal geese, I believe we are.
If it behaves like a regular Gios, yes.
Oh,
This is a Fey
listen,
Pact you swore to a dragon.
Yeah, we get 10 out, and then if it's still like a really big issue, we can just go back and give the Baron of Rot a good old what for.
Good luck with that. You're destroying the portals as you pass as Tin passes through.
You know, I honestly didn't think Tin would really be the successful thing for this. I thought this was just a thing we were gonna do and find out we were wrong.
I'm telling you the facts as they've been presented to you. That may be how it works, but as far as the current plan is, it's get Tin out, the portals are gone. Or at least greatly subdued.
Ooh.
Tin isn't the only reason why there are shadow crossings.
Wait. No, shit, that was campaign. Did
this is
any of us know about the occasional shadow crossings in Gloom Hollow?
They pop up all over. There are all kinds of like ghost stories and like National Enquirer bullshit about people just like disappearing all over the city and then coming back and swearing that they were in a twisted alternate version of Bastion, and they pretty much treat these people like UFO abductees.
This is not, to my understanding, how these things normally work. But
Well, like, as long as we're attempting to find another one to come back, the thing shouldn't be hurting us, right? Because we're attempting to follow through faithfully.
If you think it's going to work like that.
Now,
Well, considering they're supposed to be intent-based, and if our intent is to go back and try to kill the Baron of Rot,
You can only make assumptions until you get to that point. I'm not gonna for sure tell you one way or the other before you make that decision.
Well,
I have an
Abe.
idea.
Yeah.
This is not the way that these kinds of things normally work, but we're kind of playing Calvin ball here, so who knows? If I up the ante, like if I make a personal, like internal vow to agree to an even stricter version of the pact, will that give me the wiggle room to voluntarily choose to go outside this without triggering the Gias?
I think this is a once again we won't know.
I don't.
Do I even have an idea that that might work?
So that doesn't even like work like that in a regular Feywild. Like pacts
I
like
know.
that need to be spoken out loud and agreed upon between parties.
I know.
So like pinky swearing to yourself probably isn't going to do it.
Well, I
The tree's getting disappointed that his greatest desire isn't there.
so okay.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on the tree. Wait, I can't. No, it's not a humanoid.
It has
Fuck.
to be humanoid.
Can I command the tree?
Whittle
mean,
it into the shape of a humanoid.
If it
It's not
understands your language, it might.
I'm gonna give it a shot. I'm gonna command it to halt.
What kind of save is that? Wisdom, right?
That's wisdom.
I don't know why I asked. I haven't given it ability scores. What's your spell save DC?
My spell save DC is currently 11 plus. It's 14.
14. The tree either does not speak common, or whatever the hell language you spoke, or it passed your save. Your spell fails.
That's
The tree is slowly turning away, disappointed.
well, fuck it. Let's just go through and deal with the consequences.
Yeah,
We could try to find a priest who could maybe remove the geese. Fae and clerics don't get along, right?
We could.
He said. He said, asking the Fey cleric.
Yeah, she'd have both sides.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna
I'm
jump
gonna grab
through. I
Finn
don't
and
have any
go
other
through
option.
after everyone.
Cool. 37 to Daphne.
I'm gonna grab Tim and go through after everyone since we're thinking he's gonna shut the portals.
Yeah, I guess Will's jumping through too.
Will takes 20.
Whew, still alive.
What's Arcturus doing?
Lagging through pretty much all of this. I think has everybody else jumped through the tree?
Everyone but Aberforth, who is holding 10.
Because we think when Tin goes through, the portal will shut.
Or at least diminish.
I guess I'm flying through the tree.
Right.
Wait a second. Do I still have fly on me?
Yes.
Even after Gear took 40 damage?
Oh, and went unconscious.
You had to bring it up before we were through.
Oh yeah, no, Aberforth, you're on your ass on the top of the thing. Like as you were going to go get Tyr, you fell on your ass. Aberforth, Arcturus, you are dangling by a rope over the chasm off of this tree.
All right, I'd like to spend my rabbit hop to get up there and go get Tin, and then rabbit hop in.
I'm gonna climb up that rope as fast as I can.
I mean, you're beefy. Climbing ropes at DC 5. You get up there.
50 feet of rope, right?
Yep.
Minus how much for the how much of it is taken up by the knot?
Half a foot.
That's it?
It's a knot. It doesn't take that. Oh, I suppose wrapping around the branch. 8 foot. 2 feet if I'm feeling spicy. It don't matter.
Is my climb speed halved?
Unless you have a climb speed, yes.
So then I am at most going to get with dashing 40 feet up, and there's still 8 feet to go in one round.
Yeah, we're out of combat. We're not really worried about rounds. So yeah, you can definitely like climb up into the tree and scramble into its mouth.
I guess I'm crawling into the tree's mouth.
All right. Aberforth takes 29 psychic damage. Whoops. And Arcturus takes 32 as the Geos punishes you for disobeying it. You guys appear not in the barn. You're not in the barn. Excuse me. You're not in the barn. You seem to find yourselves in some kind of boudoir, like a bedroom or something, and you are all crammed very tightly into a very musty old closet.
Well, that's the worst
A
version
musty
of
old
Narnia I've ever
closet in
seen.
It's got like
Bastion, though?
presumably it's got like those slatted wooden closet doors, and as Arcturus pops into existence, his sudden addition of mass is enough to push you guys through the doors, snapping the wooden slats, and causing you all to come tumbling out of the closet. A little girl who was trying to sleep in the bed of this room that you're in wakes up and starts screaming.
Oh my god, we just Monster Inc. this.
Uh,
Pardon us, we'll be right out of your hair.
yeah,
Arcturus, can you grab
let's
the
leave.
unconscious one? Wait, is Daphne still conscious?
Yeah, I'm fine. I had
Can
77 hit points.
can Daphne hit Year with something so he's not currently bleeding out?
If I have to,
You
yeah,
literally do.
yeah, I'll hit him with a healing word. Actually, I don't know.
Hello?
There you go.
Year, your higher brain functions have been turned back on.
My God.
All right. Yep, little girl. Just had all of her nightmares come true.
Oh, but what's happening in the game?
Pretty much that too.
Yeah. Let's leave.
Let's just bring Tin with us as we calmly and respectfully walk out of a child's bedroom.
How do you guys leave?
Presumably, there's a door.
There is a door. There's also a window.
Perhaps
Maybe
through the window?
Window would be a good idea.
Just
Because
pardon me.
if we go out the window, presumably her parents are going to show up and go, "Ah, honey, random bands of adventurers don't erupt out of your closet. That's silly."
the real issue is how, if we like just glancing out the window, is this a ground floor?
Yeah, it's ground floor.
Okay,
All right, great. We'll get out the window then.
skedaddle out the window and run away like true adventurers.
You guys skedaddle out the window. Give me survival
Prince
checks.
Robin ran away.
See if you guys know where in the city you are, because you could be very, very lost.
Oh hell!
Oh, I rolled stealth. That should have been a 23. Get fucked, William.
Oh, cool, you finally beat me in something. I'm still a better cleric.
You guys are in the skydocks,
Oh,
and you
how is
happen.
Tin responding to finally being back in Bastion?
He seems relieved. As you guys were leaving, he was apologizing profusely to the little girl. Right here, the Zephyr skydocks. You guys are in the skydocks, and I'm gonna put you guys in. Oh, hold on, I don't know why it jumped me that far. You guys are in Booth Harbor.
Is it day or night?
It is night. There was a little girl in bed.
Oh, right.
It is the middle of the damn night.
Okay. Why don't why don't we catch a sky tram back to the somewhere and tuck in?
Does does Tin want us to bring him anywhere? I mean, we're glad we got him here safely, if a bit shaken up at the end there.
Yeah.
Tin says, no, thank you. I need to. I need to get back and report. Oh God, I've missed so much work. I've been fired, I'm sure. Maybe maybe they'll give me a pass for being trapped in an alternate reality.
I'm sure they will.
I mean,
If you need any
it's not the first
witnesses,
time it's happened.
I mean, this may be the first time I've ever been formally employed in a capitalist sense. But I'm pretty sure, based on all of my previous experiences, that all employers in general are just really lenient and let you do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's how that works.
I want to.
It's been my
Can I just
experience so far.
can I take out a business card for Bounty that has somehow miraculously survived the trip in my backpack where it suddenly got covered in liquid rot, and just
You
hand
flick
it
a
to him?
little piece of brain off of it.
Yeah. Here, if they have any doubts as to the veracity of your story, well, we found you there, and we'll gladly tell them exactly what circumstances we discovered you in.
Sure. I'll make sure to do that. Do you want your fancy hat back?
Yes, it's probably best that they don't question the whole me not taking it off thing. Thank you very much. Have a
No.
good day, Tin.
Bye. And he kind of like starts limping off in the vague direction of the industrial park. As he leaves, in the sky above you, you can see several of the Zephyr Armada's warships locked in epic battle with a few Githyanki pirates.
It's good to be back. All right, everybody, let's go talk to the leaf tenders and see if that problem's solved. Or go back to bed, then go talk to the leaf tenders.
I'd like to find the fantasy equivalent of ibuprofen for this pounding headache I have all of a sudden.
We might
Oh,
want to
come
go
on.
to the leaf tenders first. Considering we don't auto refresh all hit points in the current rules we're using, we might not actually survive the next morning.
Oh, come on. I mean, sure, the curse decided to attack us, even though I still plan on trying to kill the Lord of Rot, and that's explicitly what I promised to do. There's no way it would attack me again for not violating it.
It's not like I was planning on becoming stronger, so I knew I could take him on, but that fucking spell's a dickhole, and decided to attack me while I was trying to go back to get stronger.
But say I
Uh,
fully intended on having Will go to the College of Staves the next morning and do all of his research, do as much research as he can on like the Fae, and if the title of Baron gives him any specific power.
Not like I was gonna try and figure out a way to get something to do extra damage for undead or anything.
Who knows? It's Trixie. Maybe just really resented that you guys were fucking off.
But now, but now I'm
Daphne,
gonna sit
Daphne,
here for 15 minutes and contemplate life.
Maybe
Daphne's just over here like, I wasn't planning on doing it. It should have hit me.
we're all sitting here and you hear Daphne go, well, fuck that, I'm not doing it, and you hear a gun cock in the sky.
Either that, or I'm gonna see someone who can remove this curse.
you do feel like you have a sense of its like hold on you, and you do feel like that its grasp has somewhat loosened since you've left the Shadow Wilds. It's not gone, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be as strict.
Nope.
Okay.
Fuck this dude. I'm
Um.
waiting my 15 minutes so I can cast spells again.
Yeah, you can cast spells again.
Yeah. Why don't we just take a short rest before we strain ourselves with any further travel?
Do you guys have anything in? Do you guys have any place in particular you want to take this rest, or are you just gonna like
David!
sit down in the nearest park bench?
David,
We're gonna go sit down in the nearest David's.
Yeah. he's franchised.
All we've had to eat in like 2 days is mushroom rations.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
So
be adding it to my noodle.
this late David's isn't open. There are a few.
No.
There are a few taverns you can go visit.
Oh,
I think the Red Lion is nearby.
Can we go to that shitty dive bar that Meryl went to?
You mean the Red Lion?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to the Red Lion.
Great. Oh, perfect cap to an adventure.
You go to the Red Lion. It's full of greasy sailors. At the bar is a warforged with an obscenely beautiful mustache. Just standing there polishing a glass, and it sees you guys come in, and it says in a thick Scottish brogue, which I can't do because my voice is fucked up. And he says, "Boy, you lads are out late. What can I get for you?"
Daphne opens her mouth and then suddenly realizes am I still broke? Oh yeah, I'm still super broke. Daphne is going to act casual and wait for someone else to offer to buy a round of drinks.
Will is going to approach the bar and sit down and order just, you know what, a pint of your strongest, and then he's gonna turn and go and make sure she's on her own bill, and he points to Daphne.
Oh,
He goes, "You got it, laddie," and he pours you a tall, stiff glass of something that smells more like boat cleaner than anything else.
no.
Oh fuck! I didn't know Arcus was in here.
He could be.
I don't suppose I could open a tab.
As we don't do tabs here, Missy.
Oh, really? Never?
Debts are settled by arm wrestling the owner.
He points at the painting behind him and he goes, "That's what happened to the last lad who tried to open a tab here." And it's just the picture of the proprietor just like completely clocking the shit out of a lion, just punching the face right off the damn thing.
Oh, hey.
This is where Zach hits us with the setup for Avengers Bastion style. And we look around and the tavern is filled with a bunch of faces we all recognize. No, not the party, us as players.
Yeah.
Thick aroma of ham steak in the air.
You know, Daphne, you might want to try asking him for some tips considering your upcoming bout with the Triceratops.
Yeah, Daphne, how's that fight with the Triceratops coming along?
It's gonna come along the same day that I come along to fight the fucking Baron of Rot.
You had to see it. Now the fight's going to be harder because there's going to be an added Triceratops.
Riding a Triceratops.
Ah, the old Dresden special, I
Hey.
see.
Thanks for putting that out into the universe, Daphne.
You kill the Triceratops, green and black energy comes out of it.
Fuck you.
What can I get for 2 silver?
He hands you a beer. 2 silver's nothing.
Daphne will
It's like 12
take
bucks. He hands you. That's like 12 bucks. That gets you like 3 beers.
I'm,
All right, I'll take it.
I'm filling up on the complimentary peanuts.
Aberforth's sitting next to William, but he's eating another piece of the mushroom rations.
I believe Rob might have exploded.
He stayed in the kids' room, unfortunately.
He's
still getting yelled at.
He keeps getting rubber banded back through the window.
Oh, the gaze is a cruel curse. Ah. Why must you do this to me, dragon?
Okay. We can end it there if you guys want.
Sure.
Yeah. I guess our itinerary is go see the leaf tenders when we start next time.
Go do the leaf tenders and then, act within the gear so we don't fucking get vaporized.
Hey, listen, as long as you're full health, it probably won't one-shot me. I'm
Well,
not sure about
no.
Will, but
So that's the thing, is it can only do it once a day, right?
yep.
I have Intellect Fortress, which makes me resistant to psychic damage. I can survive it every day so long as I get to cast Intellect Fortress and then immediately go against the Geass.
Mr. DM?
Yeah?
Mr. DM, how much is it for a 24-hour hourglass?
I'm gonna say like 2 gold.
That's exactly what I have in my inventory. I'm going to buy me a 24-hour hourglass.
Awesome. William, that would work pretty good if the casting of Intellect Fortress wasn't an act overtly in opposition of according to the Geass.
What are you talking about? I'm just casting it because I have a sinking feeling that within the next hour I'm going to take a shit ton of psychic damage, and I'd like to survive that.
Yeah, listen, he can't go fight the Lord of Rot if his hit points are lowered by the Geass. So he's actually doing it to increase his odds of slaying the Lord of Rot, which is what he promised to do.
Actually, what he's doing is practicing. He is training himself to be better.
Again,
Yeah, he's learning to deal with the headache.
Again,
Now,
the Geass is a lot more lenient on this side of the portals. As long as you guys aren't actively trying to remove the Geass or outright abandoning your quest to fight the Baron, you're probably okay.
See, now I was thinking the way Daphne would do this is exactly the way she handles every problem, which is try to find some way of shedding her current identity so it doesn't technically apply to her.
I'm not
I thought
Daphne
it was
anymore.
becoming blackout drunk.
No,
I think the issue
you
with
think Daphne's my real name?
so Suki, I would 100% be down for that if it. I don't believe you introduced yourself to that dragon, so you don't have an identity to shed.
That's true.
See, I was telling Noah, like, I think we just need to convince the Baron to just be like, why call yourself the Baron of Rot? Like, why not call yourself a Duke? A Duke is much more of a better title. And if he goes with, there we go, we've slain the Baron of Rot. Granted, now we have a Duke of Rot to deal with, but Arceus said nothing about a Duke of Rot.
He wasn't slain, he was renamed. You haven't done it. If anything, you've just added a step because now you need to convince him to change his name back so you can kill him.
My suggestion was to get him to abdicate to one of the skeletons. Then the skeleton's the Baron of Rot. We defeat the skeleton. Everyone's happy.
That works a lot better than getting him to try and change his name. Of course, getting him to abdicate is probably not going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, that's not
wait,
going to
wait.
happen.
You said the Duke name is cooler, right? It's a higher rank? So if we get him to be the Duke, then we should ask him, well, somebody needs to be the Baron, and why not one of your loyal minions? And then when he upgrades the skeleton, then we kill the skeleton.
There.
That's some wacky shit.
It's the Shadow Wilds. What do you expect?
It's the home of wacky shit. I'm just saying, like.
Wait a minute.
We're
We
going at the
agreed to
logic with
kill.
Bug Bunny. Logic.
we agreed to slay the Baron of Rot. What happens if there's more than one person titled the Baron of Rot?
It's not that stupid. It knows. You knew who the Baron of Rot is, and the dragon knows who the Baron of Rot is. You guys know
Okay.
which entity you were speaking of.
Okay, so
Okay, well, why even put a fake curse on us if you're not going to let us split hairs?
I want to
Because
find.
the Shadowfell's involved.
Okay,
So here's what we do: we find the best ironsmith in the city, and we kill him because he is the Baron of Rot Iron. But Baron of Rot.
All right, all right.
You
No, no,
just
no.
said it was a W and the dragon didn't catch it.
All right, all right. No, no, no. Guys, we're going about this all the wrong way. Okay, ready? So we're going to approach the castle with a 10-foot ladder.